Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Duplin County 300 Rip and Race. Wow. So, start off with, we got Willie G. We got the Bahamian Princess, CRK. We've got Uncle Elvis, Raging Ricky. We got Mikey Boy. We got a new person to the channel. Jimmer, and then we have Reynolds Law, Shane Reynolds. Yes, sir. Also, yeah, we got old Puff. Puff said he's going to make an appearance. Yes, sir. So, this is it. Rip and race time, baby. And today is race is brought to you by Riverbank Tax and Reynolds Law in Massachusetts. So go see Sean Reynolds if you need any tax, and he's kindly enough to sponsor this race. And let me get into the prizes here. So Reynolds Law has donated this to the top three. One, he's donated this good Night Burners 5-pack with that Den Vicini there. And then he's donated this. So the top three winners will be getting this. In the fourth and fifth place will be getting some from CRK. So if you need any taxes or any law, call Sean Reynolds at the tax service. He also does taxes. And he also is a lawyer. And he also is in racing in the race. And so, yep, we got Jimmer, San Diego, Mikey Boy, Raging Ricky, Uncle Elvis, CRK, Bahamian Princess, Willie G, and Puff. Alright guys, let's get ready. Rip and race style. Here we go. Let's go everybody. Alright guys, we are ready to race. I got them all unboxed. So, we have 8 from Kelly's Law. We've got Jimmer. We've got Jimmer Hernandez. We got Mikey Boy. We've got Raging Ricky. Uncle Elvis. CRK. The Bahamian Princess. Willie G. And Puff. Let's get to racing, guys. First off the trailer will be CRK going in lane number 2 versus Kelly's Law for Massachusetts, which is a sponsor of today's race. So here we go. Kelly's Law in 1, CRK in 2. Oh, Kelly's Law going a 1502. The CRK's 1503, and we'll switch. All right, CRK got to beat a 1502 to move on. He's in 1. Kelly's Law in 2. Here we go. Got to beat a 1502. Oh, CRK runs a 1495. The Kelly's Law's 1496, and CRK will move. Next up, we've got Uncle Elvis going in lane number 1, taking on Raging Ricky. I want a big old shout out to Raging Ricky today. He's been in all my races. Oh, Raging Ricky going a 1519 to Uncle Elvis's 1528, and we'll switch. All right, Raging Ricky in 1, Uncle Elvis in 2. Uncle Elvis got to beat a 1519 to move on. Here we go. Whoa! Uncle Elvis runs a 1510 to Raging Ricky's 1516, and Uncle Elvis will move on. Next up, we got Puff taking on the Bahamian Princess. Bahamian Princess going in lane number 2 versus Puff going in lane number 2. Bahamian Princess in 1, Puff in 2. Here we go. And Puff going to 1482. The Bahamian Princess 1533, and we'll switch. All right, the Bahamian Princess in 2. She's got to beat a 1482 to move on. And Puff is in 1. Here we go. And Puff making a statement. Going to 1467. The Bahamian Princess 1520. And Puff will move on. Next up, we've got Willie G taking on Jimmer Sandiago for her name. I don't know. He's going to go in 1. Willie G in 2. First time on the channel. Here for the Jimmer. Oh, and Willie G making a statement. Going to 1456 to Jimmer's 1527, and we'll switch lanes. All right. Jimmer's got to beat a 1456. He's in 2. Willie G's in 1. Here we go. Whoa, Willie G going to 1447 to Jimmer's 1523, and Willie G will move. Next up, we've got CRK taking on Kelly's Law. Kelly's Law going to go in lane number 1 versus CRK. Here we go. CRK in 1. And Kelly's Law in 2. Here we go. Ooh, CRK going to 1461 to Kelly's Law's 1481, and we'll switch. All right, Kelly's Law's got to beat a 1461 to move on. He's in 1, CRK in 2. Oh, CRK running a 1457 to Kelly's Law's 1477, and CRK will. Next up, we got Mikey Boy taking on Raging Ricky. Raging Ricky in lane number 1. Mikey Boy, Lone Car in 2. Here we go. Here we go. And Mikey Boy going to 1520 to Raging Ricky's 1553. And we'll switch. All right. So, Raging Ricky got to beat a 1520 to win it. He's in 1. I mean, he's in 2. Mikey Boy in 1. Got to beat a 1520. And Mikey Boy pulls it out, going to 1510 to Raging Ricky's 1548, and Mikey Boy will move on. Next up, we've got the Bahamian Princess going in lane number 1. And Kelly's Law going in lane number 2. Here we go. Oh my gracious. Oh my Lanta. I don't even want to say them time. Kelly's Law putting on a statement. Going to 1464 to Bahamian Princess 1686. And we'll definitely switch lanes. Well, I hate to tell you, Bahamian Princess, but I don't think you're going to go at 1686. But hey, hats off to you. She's in 2. And Kelly's Law is in 1. Kelly's Law going to 1459 to the Bahamian Princess 1682, which is better than it was. And Kelly's Law will move on. Next up, we've got Santiago Jimenez going in lane number 1. Taking on Willie G. Going in lane number 2. Here we go. Willie G going to 1469 to Santiago Hernandez 1497, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Santiago got me to 1467. Woo! Willie G getting stronger, going to 1474 to Santiago's 1494, and Willie G will. Next up, we got the Bahamian Princess going in lane number 2. Taking on Puff. Puff's going in lane number 1. Here we go. Princess in 2. Puff in 1. Ooh, that was a good race. The Bahamian Princess going to 4. Oh, that was a tie. 1488 to Puff's 1488. And we'll switch lanes. All right, Puff's got to beat a 1488 to move on. He's in 2. Bahamian Princess is in 1. Oh, the Princess going to 1489. The Puff 1493. And the Princess will move. Next up, we've got Raging Ricky taking on Kelly's Law. Kelly's Law going in lane number 1. Raging Ricky in 2. Kind of like that color, Raging Ricky's. I like the color of it. All right, here we go. Oh, Kelly's Law going to 1471. The Raging Ricky's 1524, and we'll switch. All right, Raging Ricky's got to beat a 1471 to move on. He's in 2. He's in 1. Kelly's Law in 2. Here we go. Got to beat a 1471. Kelly's Law going to 1572. The Raging Ricky's 1520. And Kelly's Law will move. Next up, we've got Kelly's Law taking on CRK. CRK going in lane number 2 versus Kelly's Law going in lane number 2. Here we go. CRK in 1. Kelly's Law in 2. Oh, that was a good race. CRK going to 1466. The Kelly's Law's 1473, and we'll switch. All right, Kelly's Law's in 1. CRK in 2. Kelly's Law's got to beat a 1466 to move on. Here we go. Oh, CRK going to 1468 to Kelly's Law's 1481, and CRK will move. Next up, we've got Puff going in lane number 1, taking on Kelly's Law going in lane number 2. Kelly's Law, Puff in 1, Kelly's Law in 2. Kelly's Law goes to 1506 to Puff's 1594, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Puff's got to beat a 1506. He's in 2. Kelly's Law in 1. Well, Kelly's Law goes to 1499 to Puff's 1578. And Kelly's Law. Next up, we've got CRK taking on Uncle Elvis. Uncle Elvis going in lane number 1 versus CRK going in lane number 2. Oh, Uncle Elvis going to 1466. The CRK's 1471, and we'll switch. All right, Uncle Elvis in 2, CRK in 1. CRK's got to beat a 1466 to move on. No, sir. Uncle Elvis going to 1479 to CRK's 1481, and Uncle Elvis will move. Next up, we got the Bahamian Princess in the Barbie SUV taking on Kelly's Law. I don't think anything I don't think any duck like this has been down my track, but here at Duplin County Speedway, but it's fixing to taking on the Bahamian Princess. Should be a good matchup here. I take that back. Kelly's Law going to 1508 to the Bahamian Princess 1529, and we'll switch. All right, the Princess got to beat a 1508. She's in 1. Kelly's Law in 2. No, sir. Kelly's Law goes a 1501. The Bahamian Princess 1513, and Kelly's Law will move on. Next up, we've got Raging Ricky taking on Kelly's Law. Kelly's Law in 1, Raging Ricky, and the El Camino in 2. Here we go. Oh, Raging Ricky going to 1488. The Kelly's Law's, Raging Ricky going to 1481. The Kelly's Law's 1488. And all right, Kelly's Law's got to beat a 1481. He's in 2. Raging Ricky's in 1. Oh, Raging Ricky going to 1482. The Kelly's Law's 1501, and Raging Ricky will move on. And last but not least, at the first round will be Uncle Elvis, which will be next up in the first round. He's going to be going in lane number 1, getting a free pass. So Uncle Elvis, here's your free pass in lane number 1. Uncle Elvis going to 1483. And let's switch lanes. Let's see what he does in the right lane. A little bit different for me here on the channel. All right. Here we go. He's going to get his. Oh, Uncle Elvis, consistent, going to 1486. And he will be first off the trailer. All right, so next round, second round, we've got Kelly's Law with 1, Mikey Boy, Uncle, where's he at? Uncle Elvis with his 3, and Puff. All right, so let me go through these again. 4 for next round. We got 4 for Kelly's Law, 1 for Mikey Boy, 1 for Raging Ricky, 1 for Bahamian Princess, 3 for CRK, 2 for Willie G, 3 for Uncle Elvis, and 1 for Puff. So that's 4, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16 cars left. Let's see who goes on to move on. Next up, first off the trailer will be CRK. Going in lane number 2 versus Uncle Elvis going in lane number 1. Here we go. CRK runs a 1452 to Uncle Elvis's 1474. and we'll switch. All right, Uncle Elvis. It's got to be the 1452. He's in 1. CRK's in 1. Uncle Elvis in 2. Got to be the 1452 to move on. Oh, CRK going to 1464 to Uncle Elvis's 1471, and CRK. We'll move on. Next up, we got Puff taking on Kelly's Law. Puff going in lane number 2. Kelly's Law in 1. Here we go. And Puff going to 1478 to Kelly's Law's 1492, and we'll switch. All right. Puff's in 1. Kelly's Law in 2. Kelly's Law got to be the 1494 to move on. Oh, and Puff going to 1483 to Kelly's Law 1506, and Puff will move on. Next up, we've got Raging Ricky going in lane number 1, taking on Willie G. Willie G going to 1451 to Raging Ricky's 1467, and we'll switch. All right, Raging Ricky is in 2. Willie G in 1. He's got to beat a 1461 to move on. 1451 to move on. Raging Ricky does. Oh, Willie G going to 1453 to Raging Ricky's 1476, and Willie G will move on. Next up, we've got the Bahamian Princess going in lane number 2 versus CRK going in lane number 1. Always heard this couple was always doing it out. Oh, CRK going to 1493 to the Princess's 1494. All right, the Princess got to beat a 1493 to move on. She's in. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Princess got to beat a 1493 to move on. She's in 1. CRK in 2. Oh, what a matchup. That was a good matchup. So, CRK running a 1482 to the Princess's 1483, and CRK will move. Next up, we got Uncle Elvis taking on Kelly's Law. Kelly's Law going in lane number 2 versus Uncle Elvis going in 1. Here we go. Oh, Uncle Elvis going to 1474 to Kelly's Law's 1476, and we'll switch. All right, Kelly's Law's got to beat a 1474 to move on. He's in 1. Uncle Elvis in 2. Oh, man, what a same time. Uncle Elvis going to 1474 to Kelly's Law's 1476, and Uncle Elvis moving. Next up, we've got Willie G taking on Mikey Boy. Mikey Boy going in lane number 1 versus Willie G. And that Mustang going in lane number 2. Here we go. Willie G going to 1485 to Mikey Boys 1523. And Willie G will switch lanes. Willie G in 1, Mikey Boy in 2. Mikey Boy's got beat a 1483, 1485 to move on. And Willie G got a little stronger that time, going to 1468. The Mikey Boys 1500, and Willie G will move. Next up, we've got CRK taking on Kelly's Law. Kelly's Law going in lane number 2 versus CRK. Here we go. Oh, CRK going to 1476 to Kelly's Law's 1487, and we'll switch. Kelly's Law's got beat a 1446 to move on. He is in 1. CRK in 2. Oh, CRK going to 1452. The Kelly's Law's 1492, and CRK will move on. Last up, we've got Uncle Elvis taking on Kelly's Law, going in lane number 2. Kelly's Law in 1, Uncle Elvis in 2. Here we go. Ooh, let me rerun that. My fault, guys. Let me rerun that. Sprocket. Kelly's Law in 1. Uncle Elvis in 2. Here we go. Should have known better. I'll try to edit that out. Oh, Kelly's Law going to 1451. Uncle Elvis is 1509, and we'll switch lanes. All right. Kelly's Law got beat a 1461 to move on. Excuse me, Uncle Elvis. Kelly's Law goes to 1450 to Uncle Elvis is 1495, and Kelly's Law will move on. All right, guys, we've got Kelly's Law with 1, Uncle Elvis with 1, Willie G with 2, Puff with 1, CRK with 3. So, we got 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 cars left. Let's see who wins it. First, off the trailer in the 3rd round would be Puff going in lane number 1. Taking on CRK. Here we go. Okay, I tell you what, guys, I really enjoy these ripping races. Oh, Puff going to 1476 to CRK's 1490, and we'll switch. All right, so CRK in 2, Puff in 1. Oh, excuse me, let me switch them. Puff in 2, CRK in 1. CRK's got beat a 1476 to move on. Well, no, sir. Puff going to 1480. The CRK's 1487. And CRK will be eliminated. Next up, we've got Kelly's Law taking on Willie G. Willie G going in lane number 1 versus Kelly's Law going in lane number 2. Here we go. Oh, Kelly's Law going to 1461 to Willie G's 1484, and we'll switch. All right, Kelly's Law and then 1, Willie G in 2. Willie G's got to beat a 1461 to move on. Oh, Kelly's Law going to 1456 to Willie G's 1470. And Kelly's Law will move on. Next up, we've got Uncle Elvis taking on CRK. Uncle Elvis going in lane number 1 versus CRK going in lane number 2. Here we go. Oh, CRK going to 1463 to Uncle Elvis's 1471, and we'll switch. All right, so Uncle Elvis has got to beat a 1461 to move on. He is in 1. CRK in 2. Here we go. Oh, CRK going to 1451 to Uncle Elvis's 1463, and CRK won. And last up, we've got CRK going in lane number 1 versus Willie G going in lane number 2. Here we go. Oh, wow, Willie G going to 1456 to CRK's 1456, and we'll switch on. All right, CRK has got to beat a 1456. He is in 1. Willie G in 2. Here we go. Oh, Willie G going to 1451 to CRK's 1458, and Willie G will move. All right, guys, what we're going to do, we got three cars. We've got Uncle Elvis, CRK, and CRK trying to get in the podium. All right, CRK is going to be taking on CRK. CRK stick in 1 is Johnny Lightning in 2. Oh, CRK going to 1460 to his speed stick 1482, and we'll switch. His lane 2 got beat a 1460. Oh, CRK going to 1456 to his speed sticks 15 at 1482, and CRK will move on against Uncle Elvis for the finals. Next up, Uncle Elvis going in lane number 1 versus CRK going in lane number 2. Here we go. Oh, CRK going to 1457 to Uncle Elvis's 1472, and we'll switch 56. And CRK runs a 1452, and he will move on. Your final 4 will be Willie G. Willie G versus Honda Sprocket. And CRK and Puff. Wait a minute, guys. I just been informed that Willie G's other car got left out. So we're going to put them against each other. CRK going in 2. 1 race right here, guys. Here we go. Oh, 1464 to Willie G's 1471, and we'll switch lanes. 1464. Well, CRK runs a 1460 to Willie G's 1486, and he will place 5th. All right, your final 4, top 4 will be Puff, CRK, Reynolds Law, and Willie G. First off the trailer will be Puff. taking on CRK. CRK going in lane number 1 versus Puff going in 2. Oh, CRK running a 1460 to Puff's 1483, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Puff's got beat a 1460 to move on. Oh, CRK going a 1456 to Puff's 1469, and CRK will move on. Next up will be a barn burner. We've got Willie G going in lane number 1 versus Kelly's Law going in lane number 2. Here we go. Woo! Willie G going a 1450 to Kelly's Law's 1454, and we'll switch. All right. Willie G got to beat a 4. Willie G's in 2. Kelly's Law's in 1. Kelly's Law's got to beat a 1450 to move on. I had to make sure I had that one correctly. Look at them fast times. Woo! Stock car straight out of the pack today. Willie G goes a 1446 to Kelly's Law's 1445. And Kelly's Law will move on to the final. All right, for 3rd and 4th place will be Willie G going in lane number 1 versus Puff going in lane number 2. Woo! Willie G going a 1455 to Puff's 1480, and we'll switch lanes. All right. Willie G is in 2. Puff's in 1. Puff's got beat a 1455 to move on. Woo! Willie G going a 1462 to Puff's 1481. And that'll be 3rd place. 3rd and 4th. All right. For 1st and 2nd at the Duplin County 300. CRK going in lane number 2. Kelly's Laws going in lane number 1. Here we go. Let's see who wins it here. Woo! Kelly's Law going a 1458 versus CRK's 1467. And we'll switch. All right, CRK's got beat a 1458. He's in 1. Kelly. Yep. Kelly's in 2. Kelly Law's in 2. CRK's in 1. CRK got beat a 1458. To move on, here we go. Yes, sir. There it is. Kelly's Law wins the Duplin County 300 ripping race here at Duplin County Speedway, going a 1450 to CRK's 1452, and we'll do the podium. All right, 5th place will be CRK. 4th place will be Puff, and both of these racers will be receiving something from CRK. 3rd place would be Willie G. 2nd place will be CRK. And 1st place from Massachusetts. First time ever here at Duplin County Speedway. We welcome Kelly's Law in his Honda Sprocket. Congratulations to everybody. If you like this kind of content, I think I'm going to be to do more ripping races. Because I tell you what, I had a lot of time here. This was so much fun. Just ripping them and running them. Ain't got to put no stuff on, no nothing. But anyhow, I will get everybody's stuff in the mail. Remember, Street League's next. Remember, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.